Hey everyone, my name is Josh Parker, and today we're here with my grandparents, Junior and Kanoy Parker, the founders of Campton Restaurant, to discuss the history of not only the restaurant, but the origins of this building. So with that being said, Gran, tell us how all this got started.
Well, it was probably 1948. We was originally from Georgia, but we lived in Greenwood, South Carolina. And we'd been over here visiting relatives, and Mother had some friends that lived here in this community. In fact, they had a house back up there where that convenience store is. And we stopped, and during the conversation, Mother mentioned she would like to have a little country store. And they said, well, move back to Georgia and we'll see that spot down there. So it went from there. We ended up, it was right after the war, and Daddy had saved up some money, so he built along as he had the money. And like I say, we lived in South Carolina, but he had a brother that lived in Commerce. So he sort of supervised the building of the store. And so that's how it got started. It started probably building in the late 40s, 48, maybe early 49, but we moved here in 50. The store, it was ready to move. There's a house connected to the store. And we was ready to move, but I hadn't finished that year of school, so they waited and moved in July.
How old were you, Gran?
I was 13.
So you were 13 years old when you moved
I had turned 13 in June. And
what do you think gave Mama Deals the idea to start a store?
She had a friend that she worked with in South Carolina that had went out from Greenwood and built a little store. We used to go out there some on the weekend and visit her, and that sort of gave Mother the idea. Her mother was the only child, and my grandmother lived with us, and she was getting a little age on her. So Mother just had the idea that would work out good, because my grandmother had always stayed at home, and she was still active at that time, but Mother knew that she was getting older, and that way it would work out better. With my grandmother getting some age on us, she'd be at home, So it just sort of fell into place. God has a plan.
Yeah. So July 1950, y'all started the store here.
Well, we started opened probably in August.
August 1950.
It took a while to get situated. And Mother, she had saved up some money, and she started at what she used to say on the shoestring.
Yeah. Well,
but we stayed in business 26 years, about approximately 26 years.
So August 1950 until
about 76.
When did he come into the picture?
Well, we back then there was a hotel in Monroe, but there was no motels.
You're about 50. I live unload truck.
The family Papa, my daddy rented a room up there from the Wildlands, because like I say, back during those times they wasn't motels and all, and so they had a son, and he was about my age, and every time we'd come about every 2 weeks, and he would want to have a party, And back then, prom parties was the going thing. And I don't know whether you know what a prom party is, but boys and girls would come and they'd spin the bottle, and it'd land on you. Got to walk out through the yard with them. That was a big deal then. And I was the only girl there with a flashlight. But that's how I met your Papa. He was at one of those parties. So I met him when I was about 12 years old, and he was probably almost 14. He's 19 months older than me.
And what year did y'all get married?
And we got married in 61.
61.
September the 1st. We'll be married 60 years this September.
Well, so the grocery business went away, store business went away. What gave you and Papa the idea to, start a restaurant?
Well, like I say, the reason we went out of the store business was because big stores started coming in. You couldn't compete with them. So Papa, before we married, he worked with EMC. And so when we rented the store out, and I went to work somewhere else, and we then later he had this friend that had worked in the restaurant business, Doug Conley, and they were Junior had been with EMC about 28 years. Is that right? 25. And so they got together and decided that we already had the building and paid for it and everything. So they decided they'd go in the restaurant business together. So they did, and then Mr. Conley, Doug, he got sort of tired of it, and he went to work with Snapping Shows EMC. But we, the restaurant business, Papa had paved the back lot going to food. He always liked food with cars, so he was going to have a little car lot, run the restaurant. But the restaurant took off, and he never did have a chance to buy any cars. So anyway, that's how it started. We just started from there, and
Well, Pop, did you ever think that it would be as successful or last as long as it has?
Would.
Yeah.
Yeah, it done well during the time of war. Back when wasn't a whole lot of money in circulation. Or hung in and stayed with it. Finally come across.
it started off slow, but then it picked up. And one thing we've always had, our customers has been like family to us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we have always had people that would eat with us at lunch and come back at supper. You know, at dinner. And our customers, we always, just like when we was in the store business, it was just like family. And I think that's the way it still is.
Yeah. What else do you think makes Campton Restaurant such a special place besides the fact that everybody's kind of treated like family here?
Well, a lot of the good food and the prices, I think that has a lot to do with it. And the people that work here are so friendly and just attend to the customers' needs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a family atmosphere. I had one guy to tell me one day, he said, you know, when I come here, when I leave, I feel like I've been at church. But it just has a special feeling, this building does, I think.
Really a lot of young ones there.
Yeah, when I had the store, right here at this post, I had a playpen. And when I had a gas customer, which was whoever was a baby, I put them in the playpen and go pump the gas. A lot of times, we had chairs sitting back here around, there was a heater there. And back then, country stores had people to sit around and talk. We had a neighbor next door, Boyd Doster, he was in and
right
out.
there.
Mm-hmm.
And we just, like a lot of times, if whoever was in here would get up and go pump the gas for me, you know. But anyway, we have, 3 sons, Alan, who they call Bo, and Andy, and Arnie. All 3 of them was raised practically in this store. Like I say, we lived in the back, and we'd get them up in the mornings, and they'd come in here and spend the day.
lot of history, community history, and a lot of family history here at this building.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
You got anything else you want to add to it, Pop?
No. It's just a special place.
This seems like home, really, to us as much as where we live now, because we've been over there probably 50 years. But anyway, this is home, really, because this is where really we started out at. But this corner has been good to us, and we appreciate everybody that has helped it be a success.
Yes. Last year when we first moved in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me pumping gas.
Well, I want to thank y'all for sharing today, and I also want to thank y'all for watching. If you never ate with us before, we're open Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. till 9 p.m. We hope to have you come out and eat with us. This is a staple in Walton County, and you know, a lot of that is thanks to these two right here who started it. In Halloween 1986 is when they officially opened up for business. So, trying to carry on a family tradition here, and we're known for our hamburgers, our steaks, our seafood. We also have barbecue. We have lunch specials as well. So we look forward to having you out to dine with us, and we want to thank y'all for watching.
You might say it. The first customer we had the day we opened, they're still working for you, Diane.
Yeah, Diane Baker. Yeah.
I believe her and Ted's first one to come in yet.
Yeah, it's ironic. So the lady who comes in and does our lunch specials, she comes in about 7 o'clock every morning and prepares the food. Ironically, her and her husband were our first customers. So they were the first people to walk through the door, and now she's working here. She's been working here on and off for
1986.
for a long time. So